our dar, we have to remember with our kids, but with all of our kids, that we're all salesmen. Nobody is fazicherd. Nobody is certain that their children, that their grandchildren will stay on the right path. It's unbelievable because 30, 40 years ago, nobody even thought that it would be possible for one of our kids who grew up from to go off the derech, to do drugs, to be in pain. Nobody knew. And right now we have a dar coming with so much emotional pain, and we have so many things that are breaking our kids. So right now we have to all change. We're all doing kiruv. We're all salesmen. And this goes very, very deep, because when somebody is just floating through life, somebody's going through regular life and everything is fine, so it's not a problem. But when somebody goes in through pain, they start like feeling incredibly anxious and uncomfortable and annoyed. And then they look at Yiddishkeit, they look at their parents and the lives that we are living, and they start inspecting us. They're not just floating through regular life. So they start looking at us and they say, like, what's so good about your life? Where's your amunah? What does bitachon do for you? And therefore, what we have to do now is, we have to make sure that anyway, what it should be is that Yiddishkeit is obvious, that it affects our lives. It's obvious. People look at us, our kids see us, they see Tati was angry, he was upset, he was frustrated, he went to daven, and he came back calm, and he said, oh, it was so great. It was so great. I really enjoyed it. Like lahavdil, by the goyim, they go to yoga, they come back, and if you come back anxious and nervous after yoga, your kids are not going to do yoga, right? So if you come back from davening, you say, wow, that was great. And when they get older and they mature, they'll always see davening is something that calms us down. We have to show them that we have more because we're frum than we would have if we're not frum. Compared to a not frum person, we have serenity, tranquility. Why? Because we have emunah and we have bitachon. We're not living alone. We're not on our own. So we have to bake this into our kids, that they have to see this. Otherwise, when they go through a crisis, they have no idea that they're better off than a guy. They don't see it working. They don't see anything happening. The kid gets upset, or a kid spills something, or something happens in the house, and you say, it's okay, gamzu l'tova. That's teaching that Yiddishkeit transformed me into a kind, compassionate person, forgiving. But if they see mommy and daddy are angry all the time, they don't see gamzu l'tova. They don't see the father saying, it's okay, I see everything's going to work out, I have amunah in Hashem, don't worry about it, I have bitachon, it's going to work out. They don't see better midos. Then once they get hit, they hit a bump in the road, they're going to say, why would I want to be from? Now really, we have to wake up, because we are all salesmen to our children, to everyone around us, to those who are struggling. When they look at us, they have to see shining people who are happy. If they see that all your Yiddishkeit, all those 613 rules you have, and you're not happy, all the stuff you got going, Yiddishkeit, by the way, is not something you do once a year or once a week. It's constant. So it should make you so uplifted. So something. It's not like a diet once a week, a cleansing. It's a constant in your life. So what does it do for you? It makes us grouchy, anxious, angry, judgmental. We look down at people in the name of Torah, in the name of Hashem, and this person is not good, and this type of Jew is not good, and angry people. So maybe if a kid is floating through the system, maybe he's just going to continue to float. But once they hit a bump in the road, they're going to say, why would I want this? What does it do for me? Of course, we believe in Olam Haba, but we can't sell that to children. Children can't imagine after 120 years old. Even some adults can't. That's for old people. We should be showing them that Yiddishkeit makes me calm. Yiddishkeit makes me a happier person. Ivdu es Hashem b'simcha makes me a happier person. When I have tzaras and I don't know what I'm going to do, and it's Friday afternoon, I realize Shabbos HaMalka is coming. Shabbos, I look different. I'm calm. All my worries are off my head. Kilu kol malachtacha asuya. If we don't live Yiddishkeit, our kids are not going to buy into it. If we're not showing them all of these things that it's supposed to do, why would they sign up? So in the 80s and the 90s, we never thought this would happen, that we would actually have to really live the way we should live. It was a given. And now we have a wake-up call. We have to start living as Jews. Not just doing the halacha, but letting it affect you. Who was the first Jew ever? Avraham Avinu. What did they learn by Avraham Avinu? Talmid of Shel Avram, Ayin Tova, and some other ones. Good stuff. Nesiv Shalom says that's all they learned. Morning Seder, they learned it Be'iyun, having an Ayin Tova. But how am I going to have an Ayin Tova on that person? But this guy's a really bad person. They learned, and with Rashi and Taisvis and Mefarshim, how to have an Ayin Tova. If we're not having an Ayin Tova, we're not Talmid of Shel Avraham Avinu. Talmid of Shel Aaron, Oyev Shalom, Reidiv Shalom, Oyev Esabriyos, Mekarvan L'Torah. We have to show our kids and everyone around us that they see us as a better person. We are better off because we are from Erlich Yidden. And if we don't do that, forget about them, it's time to look in the mirror and say, but why not? Why am I not a happier, better person? More zufrieden, more comfortable, just feeling better, not wrapped up in craziness, calmer. Why am I not calmer? We all say Hashem is holding our hands. So why am I not calm? Why does Yiddishkeit get us anxious? Why are we so nervous? Yelling at people and angry and kids. Of course, there's a certain human part that gets anxious when there's a lot of activity, but where's the serenity? This is what we have to start doing. We have to become uplifted, elevated humans. Otherwise, we have kids who grew up in frum families, they hit a bump in the road, and they go searching, and they look at the Buddhists, and they say, wow, these guys are calm. What are they smoking? So we have also reasons to be calm and collected and to have serenity and tranquility and to show our children that Yiddishkeit makes me feel better and deal with life in a better way. That's our job. We are salesmen of Hashem for all of our children, even the ones that are from.